Hello students, welcome to Saraswat International Academy. This is the fifth video of Standard 10th Mathematics, chapter number 3, pair of linear equation in two variables. In a previous video, we have discussed about the third exercise of this chapter and we have solved two questions of that. Now, in this video, we will solve the further question of the third exercise, which are the word problems of the pair of linear equations. So let's start the video. Now the third question is form the pair of linear equations for the following problems and find their solutions by substitution method. So again we have to form first of all the pair of linear equation and then we have to find the solution of that by substitution method. So let's start with first question. The first question is the difference between two numbers is 26 and one number is 3 times the other. Then find them. So we have the relation that difference between two number is 26 and one number is 3 times of other. Then find the both numbers. So for the solution, we have to assume the numbers. So let the first number be x and let the second number be y. And we are assuming let the x is the larger number and y is the smaller number. So what is the first relation? That first relation is one number is 3 times than other. So which number is always the greater? The x larger number is always greater than the smaller number. So we can relate here that x is greater equals to 3y, where x is a larger number and y is a smaller number. So the first equation is x is equals to 3y. Now the second relation is the difference between them is 26. So always we can find positive difference between larger minus smaller. So second equation will be x minus y is equals to 26 and that will be my second equation. Now putting the value of x in equation number 2 from first equation. So I will get 3y minus y equals to 26. So y is equals to 2y is equals to 26. Therefore y is equals to 30. Now put the value of y in equation number 1. So I will get x is equals to 3 into 30, which is equals to 39. So you can say here the numbers, one number is or larger number is 39 and the smaller number is 30, or one number is 13 and the other is 39. So this is the solution of the first question. Now moving towards the next question. The second question is the larger of a two supplementary angles exceeds by the smaller by 18. Find them. Okay. We have two relations here. The first relation is that both angles are supplementary angles and the larger angle is exceed by smaller by 18. So for the solution, first of all we have to assume let the larger angle be x and let the smaller angle be y. So here we can say first case that larger angle exceed the smaller by 18 degree. So therefore we can say here x is equals to y plus 18 because x is the larger. Second equation, both angles are supplementary. So we know if the angles are supplementary, then their sum is 180. So here we can say x plus y is equals to 180. That will be my second equation. Now again putting the value of x from the first equation in equation number 2. So y is equals to y plus 18 plus y equals to 180. So 2y equals to 162. So therefore y is equals to 81. This is the value of y. Now putting this value in my first equation, so putting the value of y in equation number 1, I will get x equals to 81 plus 18, which is equals to 99. So here we can say hence one of the angle is 81 degree and the other angle is 99 degree. or larger angle is 99 degree and smaller angle is 81 degree. So this is the answer for the second question. Now the next one. Now the third question is, the coach of a cricket team buys 7 bats and 6 balls for rupees 13,800. Later she buys 3 bats and 5 balls for rupees 1750. Then find the cost of each bat and each ball. So we have to find the cost of each bat and each ball. So for that, the solution we have to assume, again, let the cost of one bat is rupees x and cost of one ball is rupees y. So now we are assuming the first condition. So according to the first condition, 7 bats and 6 balls. My total cost is 3800. So that equation will become 7x plus 6y is equals to 3800. Now only keep x towards in left hand side and take all values towards right hand side. So I will get x equals to 3800 minus 6y divided by 7, and that will become my first equation. Now according to the second condition, for 3 bats and 5 balls, total cost is 1750. So equation is 3x plus 5y equals to 1750, and that will become my second equation. Again, from the first equation, putting the value of x in equation number 2. So I will get 3 into 3800 minus 6y by 7 plus 5y equals to 1750. Now taking 7 as an LCM, we will get 3800 into 3, which will become 11400 minus 18y plus 35y equals to 12250. That will become your simplification. Now minus 18 plus 35, I will get 17y is equals to 850 after simplification. So therefore I can say y is equals to 50. So this is the value of y. Now again, what we have to do, putting the value of y in equation number 1. So I will get 3800 minus 6 into 50 divided by 7, which is become 500. 6 5s are, you can get 5 6 are 30, so 300, 800 divided by 200 divided by simplification, and you will get your answer, which is equals to 500. Because 5 6 are 300, 3800 minus 300 will become 3500 divided by 7 will become 500. So we can say here the cost of one bat, which is x, which is equals to 500 rupees, and cost of one ball, which is equals to y. So it is become rupees 50. So cost of one bat is 500 and cost of the one ball is rupees 50. Now the fourth one. Now the fourth one is, the taxi charge in a city consists of a fixed charge together with the charge for the distance covered. Now for a distance of 10 km, the charge paid is rupees 105, and for the journey of 15 km, the charge is paid rupees 155. What are the fixed charge and the charge per kilometer, and how many does a person have to pay for traveling 25 kilometers? So first of all, we have to find the fixed charge and charge per kilometer, and then we have to find total charge for the 25 kilometer distance. So for the solution, let the fixed charge be rupees x and the charge per kilometer is will be rupees y. So first condition according to the situation number 1. So for the 10 kilometers, so fixed charge plus distance of 10 km, the equation will become x plus 10y, which is equals to 105. Now from the first equation, keeping x on left hand side and taking all values towards right hand side, I will get x is equals to 105 minus 10y, and that will become my first equation. Now according to the second condition, for the 15 km journey, so equation will become x plus 15y is equals to 155, That will become my second equation. Again, from the first equation, put the value of x in equation number 2. So I will get 105 minus 10y plus 15y equals to 155. So minus 10y plus 15y will become plus 5y, and 155 minus 10y will become 50. So therefore we can say here I will get 5y equals to 50, implies that we can say y is equals to 10. So we will get the value of y. Now putting the value of y in equation number 1, so I will get 105 minus 100, which is equals to 5 rupees. So what you get, that the fixed charge is rupees 5 and the charge per kilometer be rupees 10. Now again we have to find total amount paid for the 25 kilometer, which is equals to fixed charge 5 plus 25 into charge per kilometer, which is equals to 10. So it is 5 plus 250. So therefore it will become rupees 255. So total charge is rupees 255. Now the next question, fifth one. A fraction becomes 9 by 11 if 2 is added to the both of the numerator and the denominator. If 3 is added to the both, then the numerator and the denominator, then a fraction becomes 5 by 6. Then find that fraction. So we have to find the fraction value, and we have two things, numerator and denominator. So now for the solution, what we have to do, let assume the numerator be x and the denominator be y. So for that we can say here, therefore the fraction is x by y. Now the first question or first equation, if 2 is added to the both, so I can say x plus 2 divided by y plus 2 is equals to 9 by 11. The first condition. After simplifying, I will get 11 into x, 11x plus 22 equals to 9y plus 18. So after simplification, I will get x equals to 9y minus 4 divided by 11, and that will become my first equation. Now the second equation, according to the second condition, if 3 is added to the both numerator and denominator, then fraction become 5 by 6. So I will get x plus 3 divided by y plus 3 equals to 5 by 6. Now again doing the simplification, I will get 6x plus 18 equals to 5y plus 15. So after simplification, I will get 6x minus 5y equals to minus 3, and that will become my second equation. Now from the first equation, put the value of x in equation number 2. So I will get 6 into 9y minus 4 divided by 11 minus 5y equals to minus 3. Now taking 11 as the LCM, I will get 54y minus 24 minus 55y minus 33. So after simplification, I will get minus y is equals to minus 9. So therefore y is equals to 9. So now putting this value in the equation number 1, so I will get x equals to 9 into 9 minus 4 divided by 11. So 81 minus 4, which is equals to 77 by 11, which will become 7. So here we can say fraction is x by y. So what the value of x is 7 and y is 9. So my fraction is 7 by 9. So that will become my fifth question. Now the next one, the sixth question is, 5 years hence the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. 5 years ago Jacob's age was 7 times of that of his son. What are their present ages? So we have to find the present age of Jacob and his son. So for the solution, what we have to do, first of all we have to see that let the present age of Jacob is x years and present age of his son is y years. So first case, after 5 years, so Jacob's age will become x plus 5 and his son's age is x plus 5 plus 5 years. So according to the first question, after 5 years Jacob will be 3 times old as his son. So I will get the relation that according to the first situation or according to the question, I will get x plus 5 is equals to 3 into y plus 5. So my simplification will become x plus 5 equals to 3y plus 15. So I will get x plus equals to 3y plus 10, and that is my first equation. Now the second equation, 5 years ago. Now Jacob's age will be x minus 5 and his son's age is again y minus 5. Now what will be happen? That age of, according to the question, now the Jacob was 7 times old as his son. So x minus 5 is equals to 7 times of y minus 5. Now simplification, I will get x minus 5 is equals to 7y minus 35. So my equation will become x minus 7y is equals to minus 30. That is my second equation. Now again from the first equation, putting the value of x in equation number 2. So what will I get? I will get 3y plus 10 minus 7y equals to minus 30. So 3y minus 7y will become minus 4 and that will become minus 40. So therefore minus 4y is equals to minus 40. So therefore we can say y is equals to 10 years. Now for the next, now the condition is putting this value of y in equation number 1. So I will get x is equals to 3 into 10 plus 10, so which is equals to 40. So here you can say hence the age of Jacob is 40 years and age of his son is 10 years. So this is the answer. So this is the last question of the third exercise 3.3. In the next video we will discuss about the second method of finding pair of linear equation in two variables. Thank you.